Hi Team 4, how's it going? Mr. C here. Now, I want you to open your student books to page 48, please. On page 48, we've got some grammar. The grammar today is about the future, talking about the future using be going to and or the present continuous. Okay? So let's first of all read the examples. Number 1 here, 2 and 3. Number 1, we're going to visit some of the museums. Number 2, we're leaving on Saturday. And number 3, trust us, you're going to love it. Alright? So we've got going to here. We're going to visit some of the museums. And then we've got the present continuous here, are leaving. And this is, again, going to. Alright? Now, let's fill in the blanks with the rules. We use to talk about future plans and arrangements, usually with a time reference, for example, next week in August. So do we have that here? Yes, we've got a time reference. Saturday, right? So that would mean the present continuous. So we use the present continuous to talk about future plans and arrangements with a time reference, okay? Then B, for things we intend to do sometime in the future. We're going to visit some of the museums at some point. We don't know when, but we're going to. We plan to, but we don't have an exact time. So that's going to be going to. And finally, when we predict things that we know are likely. You're going to love it. I know it. Trust me, I'm sure you're going to love it. Okay? So going to, we use going to when we predict things that we know are going to happen. Yeah? Are likely at the very least. Okay, great? Now we're going to have a look at some examples and do some practice exercises. Okay, the first exercise is still on page 48. We've got a conversation. We need to fill in the blanks with the correct form, going to or present continuous. So, Ali says, I'm really looking forward to Barcelona. Planning to go to Barcelona. We, a great time. Well, isn't that a case of I'm sure, or it's very likely that we're going to have a good time. I can feel it. Trust me. Yeah. So that would be we are, or we're going to have a great time. We are going to have a great time. Correct. All right. What about number 2? Jess says, what you do in Barcelona. So, what are you going to do, or what are you doing in Barcelona? What do you think? Now the next exercise, still on page 48, is exercise 3. I want you to do this as well before your sessions, your online sessions this weekend. So, make the sentences with the present continuous or going to. Okay, so the first one has been done here. We visit Turkey one day. One day. We don't know when. No definite time, so are going to, not the present continuous. We're going to visit Turkey one day. Good. Let's do this one together. I get the bus at 6:45 p.m. tonight. Now we've got a specific time here. Yeah? So you can say, I'm getting, present continuous, the bus at tonight. Yeah? at 6:45 p.m. tonight. Got it? Finish this for the lesson and the next exercise as well. I want you to prepare making notes about plans and arrangements for next weekend. Okay, so talking about you, what are you planning to do this weekend? Meeting some friends, hanging out in town, watching a football match, going shopping, visiting your grandparents, go online or study. Now, obviously, you guys are stuck at home. Mostly nobody can go anywhere right now. So we're gonna say next month, yeah? Once the virus is gone out of our lives and we are back to normal, yeah, are you going to be doing these things? What are your plans, okay? After we go back to normal, okay? And then you can discuss it with your friends and your teacher in your online. Guys, so on page 48, we also have a vocabulary section. So today, we're having a look at phrasal verbs about travel, Phrasal verbs are about travel. Okay, what is a phrasal verb? Do you know what a phrasal verb is? Phrasal verb is a verb, but it's made of more than one word. So in this case, for instance, you've got going away, to set off, yeah, get back, take off, and check in. I think, number one, we're going away this weekend. What does it mean? Staying at home or visiting another place? Now, away. So it gives you the idea that you are visiting another place, right? The next one is set off. To set off at 9:30 this morning. They set off. Did they leave the hotel? Did they start a journey? They set off. Well, they started a journey. To set off is to leave, but to start something. Yeah? When are you getting back? A. Arriving in another place, returning, coming back, getting back is returning, correct? So B. What time did the plane take off? Leave the ground, not arrived, leave the ground. So when the plane takes off. And finally, number 5, we're going to check in at 11 a.m. Have you done a check-in before? So when you go to the airport or in a hotel, arrive at a hotel or for a flight. Reserve a hotel. No. To check in is when you arrive. Yeah? You get to the hotel, you arrive at the hotel or you arrive at the airport with your ticket. And you give your ticket, I'd like to check in, please. Okay, good. You're going to do the next exercise and the practice in the workbook, okay?